Namaste. I, JV Dr. MP Sharma, Professor, Department of Physiology and Biochemistry, Faculty of Homeopathy Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today's my topic is digital version session 2.0. Inotropic action. The force of contraction of heart is called inotropic action, and it is of two types. Number one is positive inotropic action or increase in the force of contraction. Second is negative inotropic action or decrease in the force of contraction. Chromotropic action is the conduction of the impulses through heart, and it is two types. Number one is the positive chromotropic action or increase in the velocity of the conduction. Second, negative chromotropic action or decrease in the velocity of conduction. Now, degree of excitability specifically of the heart. Bathmotropic action is the excitability of cardiac muscle, and it also have two types: positive bathmotropic action or increase in the excitability of cardiac muscle. Second, negative bathmotoric action or decrease in the excitability of cardiac muscle. Regulation of actions of heart. All the actions of the heart are continuously regulated, and it is essential for the heart to cope up with the need of the body. All the actions are altered by stimulation of supplying the supplying the heart or some hormone or hormone substances secreted in the body. Now, blood vessels. Blood vessels of circulatory systems are aorta, arteries, arterioles, capillary, venules, veins, and vena cava. Structure differences between different blood vessels. Now, arterial system comprise the aorta, arteries, and arterioles. Wall of the aorta and arteries are formed by three layers: outer tunica adventitia, which is made up of connective tissue layer, and it is continuation of the fibrous layer of the parietal pericardium. Middle tunica media, which is formed by a smooth muscle. Inner tunicate intima, which is made up of endothelium, and it is continuous of endocardium, aorta, arteries, and arterioles at two lamina of elastic tissue. External elastic lamina between tunica adventitia and tunica media. Now, aorta and arteries have more elastic tissue, and their arterioles and the arterioles have more smooth muscle. Arterial branches become narrower, and their wall becomes thinner while reaching the periphery. Aorta has got the maximum diameter of about 25 millimeter. Diameter of the arteries is gradually decreases, and at the end of artery it is about 4 millimeter, and it is further decreases to 30 micron in the arterioles and ends up with 10 micron in the terminal arteriole. Resistance is offered to the blood flow in the arterioles, and so these vessels are called resistant vessels. Arterioles are continued as capillary, which are small thin walled vessels having a diameter of about 5 to 8 micron. Capillaries of functionally very important because the exchange of the materials between the blood and the tissues occur through these vessels. Venous system. From the capillaries, venous system starts, and it includes venules, veins, and vena cava. Capillaries end in venules, which are the smaller vessels with thin muscles wall. Then the arterioles. Diameter of the venules is about 20 micron. At a time of large quantity of blood is held in venules, and hence the venules are called capistans vessels. And venules are continued as veins, which have a diameter of 5 millimeter. Veins of the superior and inferior vena cava, which have a diameter of about 30 millimeter. Walls of the veins and vena cavas are made up of thinner endothelial, elastic tissue, smooth muscles, and outer connective tissue there. In the veins of the vena cava, the elastic tissue is less, but the smooth muscle fibers are more. Aorta and arteries Arterial blood vessels are highly susceptible for arteriosclerosis and atherosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis is the disease of the arteries associated with the hardening, thickening, and loss of elasticity in the wall of the vessels. Atherosclerosis is a disease made, marked by the narrowing of the lumen arterial vessels due to the deposition of cholesterol. Arterio, arterioles, when the tone of the smooth muscle in the arterioles increases, hypertension occurs. Capillaries, permeability of the capillary membrane may be increases during the shock or edema due to the leakage of the fluid, proteins and other substances from blood veins. Inflammation of the wall veins leads to the formation of the intravascular flow called thrombosis. The clot gate dissolves as thrombus, and the thrombus travels through the blood and causes embolism. Embolism obstructs the blood flow to the vital organs such as brain, heart, and lungs, leading to the many complications. Divisions of the circulation. The blood flow through two division circulatory system: systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation is otherwise known as greater circulation. Blood pumped from the left ventricular passes through a series of blood vessels, arteries, system, and reaches to the tissues, and exchange of the various system substances between blood and the tissues occur at the capillary. After exchange of the materials, blood enters the venous system of the returns to right of the heart, and from right atrium, blood enters the right ventricle, and though through systemic circulation, oxygenated blood is supplied from the heart to the tissues, and venous blood returns from the heart from the tissue. So this is the diagram in which we can understand the systemic and pulmonary circulation. We can see here the red color and bluish color. Two things are there. So where there are the red color is there, that means the oxygen is more than there. Oxygenated blood passing through that one. And in case of the blue, that means carbon dioxide is passing. So systematic circulation or systematic circulation, carbon dioxide or oxygen. So it is the exchange of the carbon dioxide or oxygen simultaneously. Pulmonary circulation is otherwise called lesser circulation. Blood is pumped from right ventricle to the lung through pulmonary artery. Exchange of the gases occurs between blood and alveoli of the lungs at pulmonary capillaries. Oxygenated blood returns to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins, and the left side of the heart contains oxygenated or arterial blood, and right side the heart contains deoxygenated blood or venous blood. Excitability is defined as the ability of the living tissue to give response to the stimulus. In all the tissues, initial response to a stimulus in electrical activity in the form of action potential, and it is followed by mechanical activity in the form of contraction secretion. Electrical potential is cardiac muscle. So electrical potential is muscle, which is referred in this chapter 31. Resting membrane potential in single cardiac muscle fiber 85 to 95 millivolts. Sinoatrial SA node is equal to minus 55 to minus 60 millivolts per kg fiber, minus 90 to minus 100 millivolts. Action potential in cardiac muscle is different from the other tissues such as skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and nervous tissue. Duration of the action potential in the cardiac muscle is 250 to 350 milliseconds or 0.25 to 0.35 seconds. Phase of action potential in a single cardiac muscle fiber occurs in four phases: initial depolarization, initial repolarization, a plateau or final depolarization, and final repolarization. Initial depolarization is very rapid and lasts for about 2 milliseconds. Amplitude of depolarization is about plus 20 millivolts. Initial depolarization, immediately after the depolarization, there is an initial rapid repolarization for a short period of about 2 milliseconds. The end of the rapid repolarization is represented by a notch, plateau, or final depolarization. Afterwards, the muscle fibers remain in depolarization state of the sometimes before further repolarization. It forms the plateau. Plateau means stable period. In action potential curve, the plateau lasts for about 200 milliseconds in arterial muscle fibers and for about 300 milliseconds in ventricular muscle fibers. Due to the long plateau in action potential, the concentration contraction time is also longer in the cardiac muscle by 5 to 15 times than the skeletal muscle. Final repolarization occurs after the plateau and it is slow process and it lasts for about 50 to 80 milliseconds before the re-establishment of resting membrane potential. Now pacemaker. The pacemaker is a structure of the heart for which the impulses of the heartbeat are produced, and it is formed by the pacemaker cell called P cell. In mammalian heart, the pacemaker is sinoatrial valve, sinoatrial node, SA node, and it was Lewis, Sir Thomas, who named SA node as pacemaker of heart in 1918. SA node is a small strip of the modified cardiac muscle situated in the superior part of the lateral wall of the right atrium, just below the opening of the superior vena cava. The fibers of this mode do not have contractile elements. These fibers of the continuous with fibers of the arterial muscle so that the impulses from SA node spread rapidly to atria. Other parts of the heart such as AV, atrioventricular node, atria and ventricles also can produce the impulses and functions as pacemaker. Still, SA node is called the pacemaker because the rate of the production of the impulses is more in SA node than in other parts, and it is about 70 to 80 per minute. Experimental evidence to prove that SA node is the pacemaker in mammalian heart. Stimulation of the SA node accelerates the heart rate. Destruction of SA node causes the immediate stoppage of the heartbeat. After some time, atrioventricular node becomes the pacemaker and starts generating the impulses. So the heart starts beating, but the rate is slow. Local cooling of SA node decreases the heart rate. Local warming SA node increases the heart rate. Electrical activity starts first in SA node. Now, spread of the impulses from the SA node. Mammalian heart has got a specialized conductive system by which the impulses from SA node spread to the other part of the heart. Rhythmicity of the different part of the human heart, SA node 70 to 80% per minute, AV node 40 to 60 per minute, arterial muscles 40 to 60 per minute, Purkinje fiber 35 to 40 per minute, ventricular muscles 20 to 40 per minute. Now, sinus venosus. Sinus venous is the pacemaker in the amphibian heart. It is experimentally proved by the applying strenuous ligatures. When sinus venosus is warmed by warm ringer solution, heart rate increases. The first chamber of the heart in fish, amphibian, and reptiles emptying into the right atrium. When sinus venous is cooled by cold ringer solution, heart rate decreases. Electrical activity starts first in the sinus venous. So I hope you all will satisfy with my digital version 2.0 topic cardiovascular system. If you have any query or question, you please put in the comment box or mention in the comment box so that we will have a problem solving live session for your resolution of question. Thank you. Thank you very much.